Hi everybody and welcome back. It's Nancy Beauvert here with Agape and NEXsteps. The topic this week is about resilience. I'm going to talk about what resilience is, how it impacts our health and our longevity, and tell you about a truly inspiring story about a woman who has displayed so much resilience, and it's so inspiring. So first of all, what is resilience? Well, resilience is, in a nutshell, bouncing back from a hardship. That hardship can take a number of forms. Perhaps there has been a death or an illness or a life event that has altered your life. Maybe you've lost your job or you've lost a loved one to a disease or to death. And how you accept and respond to that is known as resilience. There's been a lot of research done that shows that people who are more resilient actually have better longevity and better health throughout their aging process. So how that does impact our longevity and our long-term health is a bit of a mystery, although it is believed to be because we have a better outcome. We are less prone to stress. We deal with the stress better. We have a mindfulness attitude, and we tend to have a better outlook. And that outlook, that resilience, helps people fight those effects of depression and inflammation that can result from that chronic stress. So let me tell you a little story. I met a woman earlier this week. She lives in another province, so we did have a telephone chat. We had connected initially on LinkedIn, and I'm just so pleased that we had the opportunity to speak. She's truly an inspiration. Her name is Nadine Carr, and after watching this video, if you hop over to my article that is on my blog page, you will find links to her businesses. So let me tell you what I learned about Nadine. Nadine is an inspiring woman. She had been born with some vision difficulties, but she persisted throughout life. She had vision and she had sight, but in 2020, during COVID of all times, she actually went totally blind. Now, she's given me permission to share her story, so I hope I'm not oversharing. Thank you, Nadine, for allowing me to share your story. We all think of blindness as a total lack of vision. You have a curtain come down and you see nothing but blackness. There's different types of blindness, which my assumption was that everything would be black. Nadine doesn't present that way. She sees splotches of color and she sees some visions, which apparently is a very rare form of blindness. And she learned about this through contacting an organization in the UK. So that's the first thing. She helped me learn a little bit more about what it means to lose your sight, that we all shouldn't just assume that people can't see anything. And some of my additional research has shown that there's varying levels of lack of sight and what is termed legal blindness. But let's get back to Nadine's story. So Nadine is a mother of a teenage boy, and she could have gone into a depression. She could have wallowed in self-pity. But as she said, she still had life to deal with. She still had a child to raise. Nadine has developed not one, but two businesses. I believe one of my earlier conversations with her, I think her phrase was, "Blindness isn't dead." What an inspiring thought. What a great way to take a look at what most people would think is an absolutely debilitating, life-changing, it is life-changing, type of event that has changed the course of your life. But to adapt and go on that road, on that new journey, adapt to it, learn from it, and inspire others. She's truly a remarkable woman, and I do hope that you will hop over and you will check out her websites that I will post on my article on my blog page. Many of us, in fact, at some point, all of us, will have to deal with something that is a life-altering event. We will lose a partner, we will lose a child, we will lose a loved one, we will lose somebody to death, we will potentially have an exposure or become critically ill. We may end up having some kind of a chronic illness affect us, such as MS or Parkinson's. We all know people who have become lost in the depths of depression over having those kinds of events happen to them. But those people who stay in that depression end up struggling, end up ill, end up in a worse place because they are mired in that place of helplessness, hopelessness. If you can learn to be resilient and bounce back from those challenges that can be so debilitating, but if you can bounce back from them, your outlook on life will change. You will inspire so many people, and you will live a much longer and healthier life. So I hope that this video has inspired you and helped you take a different look at what it is to be resilient, and take a different look at people who you may come across in your life who are dealing with challenging issues, and encourage them as well to be more resilient if they are stuck in that negative space. So please visit my website. As many of you know, I am a legacy and lifestyle planner. I take a holistic approach to making sure that you have all of your events planned for your future. So with that, I will leave you until next week. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing from you and to speaking to you again next week. Bye for now.